First contact and the Galactic Minecraft server. The message came on a quiet Tuesday afternoon, buried in the noise of deep space. At first, the scientists at SETI thought it was just another false positive, a blip in the vast cosmic static. But as they analyzed the signal, their excitement grew. This was no random burst of radiation or distant pulsar. This was a structured message, clearly artificial in origin. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, lead researcher at the SETI Institute, could hardly contain her excitement as she briefed world leaders on the unprecedented discovery. "Ladies and gentlemen, we've received first contact from an extraterrestrial civilization," she announced, her voice trembling slightly. But the content of the message is unexpected, to say the least. The assembled dignitaries leaned forward, hanging on her every word. Dr. Rodriguez took a deep breath and continued. The message contains instructions for joining what appears to be a galactic-scale multiplayer server for the game Minecraft. A murmur of disbelief rippled through the room. The President of the United States raised an eyebrow. Minecraft, the block-building game my grandkids play. "The very same, Mr. President," Dr. Rodriguez confirmed. "It seems that numerous alien civilizations use a version of Minecraft as a shared virtual space for cultural exchange, diplomacy, and, well, fun." As the implications sank in, the room erupted into a cacophony of voices. Some leaders saw it as a potential threat, others as an unprecedented opportunity for peaceful first contact. After hours of heated debate, a decision was reached. Earth would join the Galactic Minecraft server, but not before assembling a team of the planet's best players to represent humanity. The call went out across the globe. Minecraft prodigies from every corner of the Earth were identified and recruited. After weeks of rigorous trials and testing, a team of 5 was selected. Zhou Chen, a 16-year-old prodigy from Singapore known for her intricate redstone contraptions. Alejandro Alex Gomes, a 24-year-old master builder from Brazil, capable of constructing entire cities in record time. Adebayo Aid Okafor, a 19-year-old Nigerian student with unparalleled skills in resource management and survival strategies. Emma Larsson, a 28-year-old Swedish architect renowned for her breathtaking and innovative designs. Tyler Williams, a 22-year-old American speedrunner, holder of multiple world records in completing Minecraft challenges. The team gathered at a secure facility surrounded by the world's top scientists, diplomats, and military personnel. As they prepared to log into the Galactic server, the weight of their responsibility settled upon them. They weren't just playing a game anymore. They were Earth's first ambassadors to the stars. Zoe's fingers hovered over the keyboard. "Ready?" she asked, looking at her teammates. They nodded, a mix of excitement and nervousness on their faces. With a deep breath, Zoe entered the server address provided in the alien message. For a moment, nothing happened. Then suddenly, their screens came to life with a burst of color and activity unlike anything they'd ever seen in Minecraft before. The Galactic server was a marvel of cosmic proportions. Planets, stars, and entire galaxies stretched out before them, all rendered in Minecraft's distinctive blocky style. Strange structures floated in the void, space stations, artificial worlds, and megastructures that defied imagination. And everywhere there were aliens, blocky avatars of every conceivable shape, size, and color moved about, building, crafting, and exploring. Some resembled familiar Earth creatures, while others were utterly alien, with multiple limbs, unusual symmetries, or bodies that seemed to defy the laws of physics. A message popped up in the chat. "Server, welcome, Earthlings. We've been expecting you. Please proceed to the Welcome Center for orientation." The team exchanged glances. Alex grinned. "Well, folks, looks like we're not in Kansas anymore." They navigated their avatars towards a massive structure that seemed to be made of every type of block in the game, swirling together in a dizzying display of cosmic architecture. As they approached, they were greeted by an avatar that looked like a shimmering, translucent jellyfish. "Jellymod," Greetings, humans of Earth. I am Jellymod, one of the server moderators. We're thrilled to welcome your species to our galactic community. A typed a response. Thank you for the welcome. We're honored to join you. Can you tell us more about this server and how it came to be? Jellymod, of course. This server was established over 1 million of your Earth years ago as a neutral ground for species across the galaxy to interact, create, and solve problems together. We found that Minecraft or games very similar to it independently evolved on thousands of worlds. It became the perfect medium for interstellar cooperation and cultural exchange. The team spent the next few hours exploring the Welcome Center, marveling at the displays showcasing the achievements and histories of hundreds of alien civilizations. They learned about the server's rules, the various cosmic biomes they could explore, and the ongoing projects they could participate in. As they explored, they encountered aliens from across the galaxy. Some were friendly and curious, peppering the humans with questions about Earth and their Minecraft experiences. Others were more reserved, watching the newcomers with what seemed like suspicion. Emma struck up a conversation with a being that resembled a sentient crystal formation. They discussed architecture, finding common ground in their love of creating beautiful structures. Meanwhile, Tyler challenged a 6-armed alien to a parkour race, barely winning by the skin of his teeth. But it wasn't all fun and games. As the team delved deeper into the server, they began to sense undercurrents of tension. Some species seemed to dominate vast areas of the cosmic map, while others were confined to small, resource-poor regions. Whispers in the chat hinted at conflicts and power struggles playing out across the digital galaxy. Xenophobic xenomorph. Great, more primitives joining the server. Just what we needed. Peacekeeper Prime. Ignore them, humans. Most of us are glad you're here. Your species has a reputation for creativity and determination. We look forward to seeing what you'll contribute. As their first day on the server drew to a close, the team regrouped to discuss their experiences and plan their next moves. They had barely scratched the surface of this vast, cosmic Minecraft realm, but already they could see the potential for both great achievements and great challenges ahead. Zoe looked at her teammates, her eyes shining with excitement. So, what do you think? Are we ready to show the galaxy what humanity can do? Alex cracked his knuckles with a grin. Oh, we're ready all right. Let's build something that'll make the entire universe sit up and take notice. As they lolled off for the day, none of them could have predicted the adventures that awaited them, the friends they would make, the wonders they would create, and the dangers they would face. For better or worse, humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, armed with nothing but creativity, courage, and an inexhaustible supply of digital blocks. Little did they know, their arrival on the Galactic server had set in motion events that would change the course of cosmic history forever. The Cosmic Build-Off Challenge. As Earth's team settled into their new role as Galactic Minecraft players, word of their arrival spread across the server. Many alien civilizations were curious about these newcomers, eager to see what they could bring to the cosmic playground. It wasn't long before an opportunity arose for humanity to prove its worth. Server announcement. Attention all players. The Centennial Cosmic Build-Off Challenge begins in one solar cycle. All species are invited to participate. This year's theme, Unity in Diversity. May the best builders win. The team gathered in their makeshift base, a modest structure floating in the void between digital star systems. Excitement crackled in the air as they discussed the announcement. This is our chance, Zoe said, her avatar bouncing with enthusiasm. We can show everyone what humanity is capable of. Aid nodded, his character placing down a crafting table. But we need to be strategic. We're newcomers here, and some of these species have been playing for millennia. Emma pulled up a holographic display of their available resources. We should focus on what makes Earth unique. Our diversity, our adaptability, our ability to find common ground despite our differences. As they brainstormed ideas, a notification pinged. An alien player, whose avatar resembled a sentient cloud of bioluminescent particles, had sent them a private message. Nebula Nomad, greetings, Earthlings. I am Zix Tari of the Lumina Collective. We've been observing your species with great interest. Perhaps we could form an alliance for the build-off. The team debated briefly before accepting the offer. As they collaborated with Zix Tari, they learned more about the complex political landscape of the server. The Lumina Collective was a loose federation of energy-based life forms, often overlooked by the more numerous solid-state species. Together, humans and Lumina worked tirelessly, their creation taking shape amid the star-studded vacuum of their chosen build site. They constructed a massive tree-like structure, its roots extending into different biomes representing various alien worlds. The trunk spiraled upwards, branches reaching out to form platforms and habitats suited to a multitude of species. At the heart of the structure, they built a great hall where avatars of all shapes and sizes could gather. Zoe and Zix Tari collaborated on an intricate redstone system that allowed the entire construct to shift and adapt, reconfiguring itself to accommodate any type of player. As the build-off progressed, other species took notice of the unusual human-Lumina alliance. Some were intrigued, others wary. A group of silicon-based lifeforms, known as the crystalline concordat, approached them with thinly veiled skepticism. Prism potentate, interesting design, meat beings, and light wisps. But how can you truly understand unity when your own species is so fractured? Alex took the lead in responding, his diplomatic skills shining through. It's precisely because of our differences that we understand the importance of unity. Earth has thousands of cultures, each unique, yet we've learned to work together. We're applying that same principle here, on a cosmic scale. Impressed by this response, the crystalline concordat offered to contribute to the project, their expertise in geometric perfection, adding new layers of complexity and beauty to the build. As news of the growing alliance spread, more species joined in. Aquatic aliens from gas giant moons added floating rivers and bubble habitats. Hive-mind insectoids constructed intricate tunnel networks throughout the structure. With each new addition, the build evolved, becoming a true reflection of galactic diversity. But not everyone was pleased with the coalition forming around the human team. A powerful faction known as the Hegemony of Uniform Existence watched with growing alarm. Led by a species that believed in strict homogeneity, they saw the humans' emphasis on diversity as a threat to their way of life. Uniform Prime. This mockery of unity must not be allowed to stand. True harmony comes from conformity, not this chaos you call diversity. The Hegemony launched a series of griefing attacks, attempting to sabotage the build, but the humans and their allies were prepared. Tyler's expertise in combat and defense came to the fore as he organized a multi-layered protection system. Aid's resource management skills ensured they always had the materials needed for repairs and expansion. As the clock ticked down to the end of the build-off, tensions rose. The Hegemony, realizing that direct attacks weren't working, switched to psychological warfare. They filled the chat with propaganda, trying to sow discord among the Alliance. Uniform Drone 23. How can you trust these humans? Their history is filled with conflict. They'll turn on you the moment it suits them. But the bonds forged in creativity and cooperation proved stronger than the Hegemony's fear-mongering. Zix Tari defended their human allies passionately. Nebula Nomad. The humans have shown us that strength lies in embracing our differences, not fearing them. They've united us in ways we never thought possible. In the final hours of the competition, the team and their allies put the finishing touches on their creation. As the build-off came to a close, players from across the galaxy flocked to see the results. The human-led coalition's build stood out as a shining beacon of cooperation and creativity. Avatars of all kinds wandered through the structure, marveling at how seamlessly it adapted to their needs. In the great central hall, impromptu dance parties broke out, with players teaching each other their species' traditional moves. The chat filled with messages of awe and appreciation. Aqua Architect. This is incredible. I've never felt so at home in another species build. Hive Mind Node. The complexity, yet harmony. It's like a physical representation of our shared server. Stardust Sage. Perhaps these humans understand something about unity that we've been missing all along. As the judges made their rounds, it became clear that the human team and their allies had created something truly special. Their build wasn't just an impressive structure, it was a statement about the potential for cooperation in a diverse galaxy. When the results were announced, the coalition's build was declared the winner, not just of its category, but of the entire competition. The prize was beyond anything the humans had imagined, an entire solar system within the game, free for them to develop and share with their allies. As celebrations erupted across the server, the human team gathered in their new cosmic territory, joined by Zixtari and representatives from the other species they'd worked with. Emma looked out at the undeveloped planets spinning around their new virtual sun. So, what do we do now? So grinned, already pulling up plans and schematics. Now we really get to work. We're going to build something that will make our last project look like a dirt hut. Aid nodded, his avatar placing down a sign that read New Earth Alliance. And we'll do it together, with everyone who wants to join us. As they began planning their next grand project, none of them realized that their victory had set larger events in motion. The hegemony of uniform existence was not going to take this defeat lightly, and in the darker corners of the galactic server, they were already plotting their revenge. But for now, in their corner of the digital cosmos, Earth's team had proven that humanity had something unique and valuable to offer the galaxy. They had shown that in diversity, there was not weakness, but an inexhaustible source of strength and creativity. As the twin suns of their new system set on their first day as galactic champions, the team looked to the star-studded sky with a sense of wonder and anticipation. The universe was vast, full of challenges and marvels beyond imagination, but they were ready to face it all, one block at a time. The Ender Dragon Crisis. Weeks had passed since the Cosmic Build-Off Challenge, and Earth's team had settled into their new role as rising stars of the Galactic Minecraft server. Their solar system, dubbed Harmony, had become a hub of interstellar activity. Players from across the galaxy flocked to see the ever-expanding wonders built by the human-led Alliance. But beneath the surface of this digital utopia, trouble was brewing. It started with whispers in the global chat. Players reported strange glitches, chunks of terrain spontaneously turning to end stone, mysterious obsidian towers appearing in oceans, and the unsettling sound of dragon roars echoing across peaceful biomes. Quasar Queen. Anyone else seeing these weird end-like glitches? Nebula Nomad. Yes, it's happening in Harmony too. Armethane lakes just turned into chorus fruit farms. Zoe frowned as she read the messages. Guys, I think we have a problem. Before anyone could respond, a deafening roar shook their screens. The team watched in horror as a massive ender dragon burst through the clouds, its pixelated form somehow more terrifying in this cosmic setting. Tyler's fingers flew across his keyboard. That's impossible. We haven't even built an end portal yet. Alarms blazed across the server as similar reports flooded in from every corner of the galaxy. Somehow, a catastrophic glitch had caused ender dragons to spawn uncontrollably across multiple dimensions. Server announcement. Emergency protocol activated. All players seek shelter immediately. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Chaos erupted as players scrambled for safety. Some tried to combat the dragons, only to find that these glitched versions were nearly invincible. Others attempted to log out, but the server wouldn't let them disconnect. In the midst of the panic, Earth's team realized they had to act. They couldn't just sit back and watch as this digital universe, which had become a second home to them, fell into ruin. We need a plan, Aid said, his voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. These dragons are unlike anything we've faced before, but we've got experience none of these other species have. Emma nodded, already pulling up schematics. We've all defeated the Ender Dragon in vanilla Minecraft. If we can figure out how these glitched versions are different, maybe we can find a way to stop them. Alex cracked his knuckles. I'll start organizing defense teams. We need to protect as many players as we can while we figure this out. As the teams sprang into action, they received an unexpected message. Prism Potentate, humans, the crystalline concordat seeks your aid. Our logical matrices cannot compute a solution to this chaos. Uniform Prime, the hegemony also requires assistance. Our uniformity is shattered by these abominations. Zoe couldn't help but smile grimly. Looks like it takes an apocalypse to bring everyone together. The team quickly established a command center in Harmony, coordinating with species from across the galaxy. They divided tasks based on each species' strengths. The energy beings of the Lumina Collective scouted vast areas quickly. The hive-mind insectoids processed massive amounts of data to track dragon movements, and the silicon-based crystalline concordat worked on reinforcing structures to withstand dragon attacks. Meanwhile, Earth's team focused on what they did best, thinking outside the box. Tyler, drawing on his speedrunning experience, began analyzing the dragon's behavior patterns. These glitched dragons are faster and tougher, but they still have similar eye to the original. If we can predict their movements... Zoe interrupted, her eyes lighting up. Wait, that gives me an idea. What if we treat this like a system-wide redstone problem? As Zoe explained her plan, the others nodded in growing excitement. It was audacious, perhaps even crazy, but it just might work. Over the next few hours, while dragons ravaged the digital galaxy, the Alliance worked tirelessly. They constructed a massive redstone computer, bigger than anything ever attempted in Minecraft. Powered by thousands of players working in shifts, it began to calculate a solution. But time was running out. The dragons were growing stronger, and entire sections of the server were going dark. Just when all seemed lost, Zoe's computer chimed. "I've got it," she shouted. "The glitch is caused by a recursive loop in the dragon's spawning algorithm. If we can introduce a counteracting code sequence at the source, we might be able to crash the loop." The plan was set in motion. While most of the Alliance focused on distracting the dragons, Earth's team, along with representatives from each major species, prepared for a desperate mission to the heart of the server. They traversed treacherous landscapes, glitching in and out of existence, fighting off hordes of Endermen that had spawned alongside the dragons. The journey pushed their Minecraft skills to the limit, requiring split-second decisions and perfect coordination. Finally, they reached the core, a pulsing mass of command blocks that represented the server's base code. As Ender Dragons converged on their location, the team raced to implement Zoe's solution. Zoe's fingers flew across her keyboard, inputting complex command sequences. Almost there, just a few more lines. A dragon's fireballs struck nearby, sending blocks scattering. Tyler and Alex fought desperately to keep the monsters at bay, while Emma and Aid shielded Zoe. With a final keystroke, Zoe activated the code. For a heart-stopping moment, nothing happened. Then suddenly, the world around them began to flicker. Dragons froze mid-flight. Endermen disappeared in puffs of pixels. Across the galaxy, players watched in awe as the glitched creatures vanished one by one. As the dust settled, a cheer went up across the server. Earth's team had done it. They had saved the galactic Minecraft universe. In the aftermath, the team found themselves hailed as heroes. Species that had once looked down on them now sought their advice and friendship. The hegemony of uniform existence, humbled by the experience, began to reconsider their isolationist policies. As the team gathered in their base on Harmony, tired but triumphant, they realized that this crisis had changed everything. They were no longer just players on this cosmic server. They were an integral part of this digital galaxy. Zoe looked at her friends, a mix of exhaustion and excitement on her face. "So, what's next?" Aid grinned. Well, I heard some chatter about exploring the uncharted regions beyond the galactic core. Apparently, there are rumors of ancient builds out there, left by players who logged off eons ago. Tyler nodded enthusiastically. Count me in. After taking on an army of ender dragons, a little exploration sounds like a vacation. As they began to plan their next adventure, none of them could have predicted the wonders and challenges that awaited them in the far reaches of the cosmic server. But one thing was certain: whatever came next, they would face it together as a team and as representatives of humanity in this vast, blocky universe. Little did they know, their actions during the Ender Dragon crisis had caught the attention of forces beyond even the scope of the galactic server, forces that would soon draw them into an adventure beyond their wildest imaginations. The Great Redstone Revolution. In the months following the Ender Dragon crisis, Earth's team had become celebrities on the Galactic Minecraft server. Their ingenious use of redstone circuitry to solve the dragon glitch had sparked intense curiosity among alien players. Species that had previously overlooked redstone as a primitive mechanism were now clamoring to learn more about its potential. Zoe, the team's redstone expert, found herself at the center of this burgeoning revolution. She began hosting workshops, teaching alien players the intricacies of redstone mechanics. Think of redstone as the universe's underlying logic, Zoe explained to a group of energy beings from the Lumina Collective. Their avatars flickered with excitement as she demonstrated a complex sorting system. It's not just about making doors open automatically. With enough creativity, you can simulate entire ecosystems, create advanced computers, even model cosmic phenomena. As alien civilizations embraced redstone technology, the face of the galactic server began to change. Massive redstone computers sprouted up in the void between star systems. Entire planets were transformed into complex machines, their cores pulsing with redstone energy. The team watched in awe as their alien friends took redstone to new heights. The silicon-based crystalline concordat created vast redstone arrays that could predict stellar movements with uncanny accuracy. The hive mind insectoids developed a server-wide communication network using redstone pulses, allowing for instantaneous messaging across vast distances. It's amazing, Emma marveled as they toured a newly built redstone megastructure. We introduced them to this technology, but they're already taking it places we never imagined. Aid nodded, his avatar placing a hand on a humming redstone block. It's like we gave them a new language, and now they're writing poetry with it. But as with any revolution, the redstone renaissance brought its share of challenges. Some species struggled to adapt to the new technology, feeling left behind as others raced ahead. The hegemony of uniform existence, in particular, viewed the spread of redstone knowledge as a threat to their orderly way of life. Uniform Prime. This redstone madness spreads chaos through our perfect systems. It must be contained. Tensions rose as the hegemony began to restrict redstone use in their territories. They dubbed it Red Menace and spread propaganda about its corrupting influence. Earth's team found themselves caught in the middle of this growing conflict. They had unleashed this technological revolution, and now they felt responsible for its consequences. "We need to show everyone that redstone isn't a threat," Alex said during a team meeting. "It's a tool like any other. It's how we use it that matters." Tyler nodded, a mischievous glint in his eye. "I've got an idea. What if we organize a server-wide redstone fair? We could showcase all the amazing, peaceful applications of the technology." The team loved the idea. They reached out to their allies across the galaxy, inviting all species to participate in the first-ever Cosmic Redstone Exposition. As preparations for the expo began, the team threw themselves into creating exhibits that would demonstrate redstone's potential for positive change. Zoe designed an enormous redstone heart that could diagnose and repair glitches in the server's code. Emma architected a sprawling city where every function, from waste management to energy distribution, was handled by intricate redstone systems. The day of the expo arrived, and players from across the galaxy flocked to the event. The team had chosen a neutral location, a vast, flat asteroid in unclaimed space, as the venue. As attendees arrived, their avatars gasped in wonder at the dazzling displays of redstone ingenuity. A guided a group of silicon-based lifeforms through an exhibit on redstone-powered terraforming. Imagine being able to transform barren worlds into lush paradises with the flip of a lever, he explained, demonstrating a miniature model where deserts bloomed into forests at the touch of a button. Nearby, Tyler showcased a redstone-powered minigame he had designed, where players of all species could compete regardless of their avatar's physical capabilities. Redstone is the great equalizer, he told the gathered crowd. It allows us to bridge our physical differences and connect on a deeper level. As the expo progressed, even some members of the hegemony found their rigid views softening. They couldn't deny the beauty and utility of the redstone creations on display. But just as it seemed the expo was a resounding success, alarms blared across the asteroid. A massive surge of energy was detected, originating from the core of the Galactic server. Server announcement: Warning. Unknown anomaly detected in the server core. All players prepare for potential system instabilities. Panic spread through the expo as the ground beneath them began to glitch and shift. The team quickly realized that their redstone innovations had inadvertently triggered something in the ancient code of the server, something that had lain dormant for eons. As chunks of the asteroid began to disappear, replaced by strange, glitching voids, the team knew they had to act fast. Everyone to the central pavilion, Zoe shouted over the chaos. We need to pool our knowledge if we're going to fix this. In the face of this new crisis, species that had been at odds moments before now worked together frantically. The hegemony's uniform thinking proved invaluable in organizing the chaotic mass of players. The Lumina Collective's energy manipulation skills helped stabilize the glitching terrain. At the heart of it all, Earth's team coordinated the efforts, drawing on the combined redstone expertise of the galaxy. They quickly realized that the server core had interpreted their advanced redstone operations as an attempt to rewrite its fundamental laws. We need to send a clear signal to the core, Zoe explained, her fingers flying over a hastily assembled redstone console. We need to show it that we're not trying to change the nature of the game, just expand its possibilities. As the void encroached on their position, the team, along with representatives from every major species, worked to craft a redstone message that would embody the spirit of their innovations while respecting the core code of Minecraft. With seconds to spare, they activated their creation, a pulsing redstone heart that broadcast a complex signal throughout the server. For a terrifying moment, everything went dark. Then, slowly, the void retreated, blocks reappeared, and the familiar Minecraft sun rose over the horizon. Server announcement: Anomaly contained. Server stability restored. New protocols integrated. Welcome to Minecraft, Cosmic Edition. As the dust settled, the team realized that their actions had ushered in a new era for the Galactic server. The core had not just accepted their innovations, but had evolved to incorporate them, opening up new realms of possibility. The Cosmic Redstone Exposition, which had started as a showcase, had become a pivotal moment in the server's history. Species that had been divided found new common ground in their shared experience. The hegemony, humbled by the crisis, began to see the value in diversity and creativity. As players from across the galaxy approached the team to express their gratitude and excitement for the future, Zoe turned to her friends, her eyes shining with possibilities. You know, she said, a smile playing on her lips, I think our redstone revolution is just getting started. Little did they know, this was just the beginning. The events they had set in motion would soon attract the attention of forces beyond the server itself, forces that would challenge everything they thought they knew about the nature of their digital universe. Uniting the galaxy. The aftermath of the Cosmic Redstone Exposition and the subsequent server crisis had ushered in a new era of cooperation and innovation across the galactic Minecraft server. Earth's team found themselves at the center of this renaissance, sought after by species from every corner of the digital cosmos for their unique blend of creativity, problem-solving, and adaptability. However, not everyone was pleased with the new status quo. In the shadows of forgotten chunks and abandoned space stations, a faction of players had been watching the humans rise with growing alarm. This group, calling themselves the Cosmic Conservatives, saw the rapid changes brought about by Earth's influence as a threat to the fundamental nature of the game. Cosmic Conservative _Prime. For the eons, we've played this game according to its original rules. These humans and their innovations are corrupting the purity of our virtual universe. It's time we put a stop to this madness. The Cosmic Conservatives began a coordinated campaign to undermine the new alliances forming across the server. They spread disinformation, sabotaged redstone projects, and attempted to turn species against one another. Their ultimate goal: to force a server reset that would erase all progress and return the game to its pure state. Earth's team first became aware of the threat when several of their alien friends reported strange occurrences in their home systems. Nebula Nomad. Humans, we need your help. Someone's been griefing our builds and leaving signs with anti-Earth slogans. Crystal Commander. The crystalline Concordat is experiencing similar issues. Our primary redstone computer was sabotaged last solar cycle. As reports flooded in from across the galaxy, the team realized they were facing a coordinated attack on everything they built. We need to act fast, Aid said, his avatar pacing back and forth in their base on Harmony. If we don't stop this, we could lose everything we've worked for. Emma nodded, pulling up a galactic map dotted with incident reports. It's not just about us anymore. The entire server is at stake. The team knew they couldn't face this threat alone. They reached out to their allies, calling for a galactic summit to address the crisis. Representatives from every major species gathered in a massive space station orbiting the server's central star. As discussions began, it became clear that the Cosmic Conservatives had sown deep seeds of doubt and fear. Species that had been working together harmoniously just days before now eyed each other with suspicion. Alex stepped forward, his avatar radiating determination. Friends, allies, fellow players, I know you're scared. Change can be frightening. But look at what we've accomplished together. We've built wonders, solved crises, and pushed the boundaries of what's possible in this game. Zoe joined him, gesturing to a holographic display of their shared achievements. The Redstone Revolution isn't about erasing the past. It's about building on it, creating a richer, more dynamic universe for all of us to explore and enjoy. Slowly, the mood in the station began to shift. Species shared stories of how Earth's innovations had improved their gameplay, fostered new friendships, and opened up new avenues for creativity. But just as it seemed consensus was within reach, alarms blared throughout the station. The Cosmic Conservatives had launched their ultimate attack, a virus designed to trigger a server-wide reset. Server announcement. Warning. Critical system corruption detected. Emergency reset protocol initiated. All progress will be lost in T-60 minutes. Panic erupted in the summit. Some players tried to log out, hoping to save some remnant of their builds. Others turned on each other, blaming various factions for the catastrophe. In the chaos, Earth's team knew they had one last chance to save the galaxy they'd come to call home. We need to get to the server core, Tyler said, already plotting a course through the disintegrating digital space. If we can reach it before the reset, we might be able to stop this. The journey to the core was perilous. Entire star systems blinked out of existence around them. The very fabric of the game seemed to be unraveling. But they weren't alone. As they raced against time, they were joined by allies from across the galaxy, each species offering their unique skills to aid in the mission. Finally, they reached the core, a swirling vortex of pure code at the heart of the server. The Cosmic Conservatives were there, avatars glitching and distorting as they worked to complete the reset. "Stop," Zoe shouted, her voice cutting through the digital maelstrom. "You don't know what you're doing. You're not just erasing our builds, you're destroying the very thing that makes this game special, our ability to grow, to change, to create something greater than ourselves." The leader of the cosmic conservatives turned, his avatar flickering between forms. "You don't understand. Your changes are too much, too fast. We're losing the essence of what Minecraft is meant to be." "No," Emma said, stepping forward. "We're not losing anything. We're evolving. That's what this game has always been about, taking simple blocks and using our imagination to build something amazing. We're just doing it on a grander scale now." As they argued, Aid and Tyler worked frantically with their alien allies, using their combined knowledge of redstone and server architecture to counter the reset virus. It was a race against time, their keystrokes a blur as the countdown to reset ticked ever lower. With seconds to spare, Zoe made a decision. She reached out to the core itself, using every ounce of her redstone knowledge to communicate directly with the base code of the server. "We choose to stay," she shouted, her words translating into pure data. "We choose to remember, to keep building, to keep growing. This server is our home, and we will fight for it." For a moment, everything went still. The countdown froze. The swirling vortex of code slowed to a gentle pulse. Then, with a blinding flash, the core responded. Server announcement. Reset protocol aborted. New directive accepted. Preserve and evolve. As the light faded, the team found themselves back in the space station, surrounded by players from across the galaxy. The cosmic conservatives stood among them, their avatars no longer glitching but wearing expressions of awe and uncertainty. In the days that followed, a new era of true cooperation dawned on the server. The cosmic conservatives, seeing the passion with which players had fought to preserve their shared universe, began to open themselves to new ideas. Earth's team worked tirelessly to bridge divides, using their redstone skills to create systems that allowed for both innovation and preservation of classic gameplay. The Galactic Minecraft server had faced its greatest challenge and emerged stronger, more united, and more vibrant than ever before. As players from myriad species came together to rebuild and expand their digital universe, Earth's team knew that their greatest adventure was just beginning. Zoe looked out at the star-studded expanse of their digital galaxy, a smile playing on her lips. "You know," she said to her friends, "I think we finally figured out the true purpose of this game." "Oh," Alex raised an eyebrow. "And what's that?" "To bring us together," Zoe replied, gesturing to the diverse crowd of players around them. "To show us that no matter how different we might seem, we all share the same love of creation, of exploration, of building something greater than ourselves." As they stood there, watching players of all species working together to construct a new galactic hub, Earth's team felt a profound sense of pride and purpose. They had come to this server as outsiders, newcomers to a vast and ancient game. But through their creativity, determination, and willingness to embrace diversity, they had helped forge a true galactic community. The universe, both digital and real, was vast and full of wonders, and they were ready to explore it all, one block at a time. Server announcement. Welcome to Minecraft. Cosmic Harmony Edition. The adventure continues.